I just got realized that I've been scammed by a Vietnamese dog. Holy shit, she has an owner. She has an owner. They like own multiple dogs. I don't know what they're doing with those dogs, but it looks like they're breeding her. But this bitch, I mean, they're not feeding her well. I can see her little skin and bones, but she's got a home. She has a fucking owner who I just met. This little fucking Vietnamese bitch has been scamming the shit out of me. Unbelievable. Hey, good on her. Again, you trust no bitch. What's up, guys? How you doing? Man in progress here. Just about to hit the second gym session. Get some yoga in after a good leg workout today. It's been rainy, so it's been kind of hard to get out and film some videos, but I got a good little video I think will be fun. It's 5 bad habits I've picked up out here in Vietnam, 5 good habits I picked up out here in Vietnam. So I'm about to go hit one of the good habits right now, hit the gym. But let's shop it, let's talk about it. Boys, out here doing some wild shit. Just picked up a little weed out here in the weed store. Fucking got a fire going. Get my homie here. Say what's up. Can you say what's up? Fucking Mary Hills, where are you from?
I'm from Australia, mate.
You're not Australian. You're not Australian at all. No. Tell me.
What's going on, mate? You alright?
What? Yeah, it's good.
Calm down, mate. Let's watch some Aussie sports. Aussie rules going on.
Are we watching Aussie rules? Aussie, yeah.
Oi.
I'm fucking from the Outback. Where the fuck you from, man? Look at that, mate.
I'm walking Whoop, mate.
From where?
Whoop land.
Oh, fucking hey, man. Yeah, you fucking kangaroo motherfuckers out there. I fucking swear to God.
Yeah, kangaroo, yeah.
Well, what's up, guys? Oh, man. Had a lit weekend. I was probably a little too drunk this weekend, but had a good time. Met some new guys, heard some good stories, some Navy stories, some other kind of stories. So, yesterday, got into some weed after I've been drinking, and an edible. So, I got pretty fucked up, and decided to leave the motorbike where it was. And just walk it out. Now, some people might say that I was so fucked up that I got about halfway home before I realized, oh no, hey, you were on the motorbike. I'm pretty sure I know where it's at. I feel fairly confident no one would have fucked with it, out in this area. So, it should be across the street from the weed store. That's kind of what I remember. I was fucking shocked I was able to get home yesterday. My SIM card has run out, and just have not renewed the SIM yet, but luckily this is kind of my anchor. This is a gorgeous coffee shop. It's a 4-degree factory, but let's hope that there's an. I gotta quit starting my day with beer. So some guy had a staying on his gym shorts that I love, but I'm thinking about getting tattooed on me. It said, yesterday you said tomorrow. Because I've been saying that a lot lately, just in terms of like, all right, let's quit this booze and shit. I think we got it exactly right where I think I left it. So it should be good. Yep. I believe it's going to be perfect. So hanging out, this is where I was at yesterday. Heaven, maybe? I think it's called Heaven. Great time. Great fucking time, man. Hung out, smoked a joint with the locals. As we started the day with the beer, found a motorbike. I think maybe it's time to talk about some of the bad habits and good habits that I picked up out here in Vietnam. One of the bad habits I picked up is definitely drinking too much out here. And I think that stems from another bad habit. It definitely leads to another bad habit that we'll be talking about. But, you know, people who do time in solitary confinement, they would say it's one of the worst ways to do time. And even when you're not doing time, but you're in solitary confinement, so to speak, it's being all alone. Especially kind of a social person, like being very much an introvert, but I need to kind of have my extrovert fix here and there. Just some days, just like, man, I just want to talk to somebody. And there's really only one option for that out here if you don't speak the native language, and that's the bar. The bar's a good time. You meet some characters out there, so you got to be careful about the traps you fall into with the bar life out here, especially with bar being so cheap. But you know, I'm on a limited budget, so $2, $4, $6, $8. I mean, it jumps up quick, and if you're doing that, you know, multiple times in a day, well, I just blew my weekly food budget on booze, you know, in like a day. So, got to be careful what you're doing out here. So one of the things I've noticed about myself is I live on extremes. So I'm either going one direction, meaning I'm working out twice a day. First workout in the mornings, normally weights, and then I'll go back and do like a 30-minute yoga session just to kind of stretch out everything that I worked that day. Particularly trying to focus on my hips. Yeah, trying to see if I can get a split back from my Muay Thai days, which is something I'll be dropping on you soon. I am a former pro, well, semi-pro. I mean, I made money, but not good money. But trimmed some really famous people. So, live my life in extremes. I'm either going one direction, boozing hard, partying hard, or I am in the gym twice a day. It's weird. I haven't really found that like in the middle type of life. But I'm a man of progress. Tell me about what you guys got going on. You know, in the comments, what good habits, bad habits you guys have. But let's keep rolling on and we'll talk about the habits I've picked up in good way or bad way out here. All right, so one of the things that I've really picked up as a good habit out here is the value of $1. Listen, out in LA living, you gotta wear name brands. You gotta be putting it together well if you want to get some exposure, especially from the ladies. But out here, I have found that it is just silly buying name brands. I am Louis Vuitton fucking down from the fucking nose to the toes today, ladies and gentlemen. Got the Louis Vuitton shirt, the Louis Vuitton shorts, the matching bag. I just bought the nice duffel bag. $30. $30 for all of this. The bag I think was 16. The get-up was about 16, a little less than that. So $30. The idea of what I used to pay for shirts. I used to buy $200 t-shirts out in LA that were super soft, but just to impress the ladies. So just when a lady borrowed one of my shirts, hopefully after she spent the night, she touched it. Damn, this guy's going on. He's got some really nice stuff. So the value of $1 with my cute little Louis Vuitton fit is definitely number one on a list. Good habits I picked up out here. So next up is by far the worst habit I have picked up out here in Vietnam. Smoking. You know, it started, you know, when you're at the bar, cigarettes are everywhere. A pack of cigarettes costs you $1 out here. You know, it's $8-10, something like that with all the taxes and shit like that in America. 43 years old, never smoked. You have a couple beers in you, and there's no weed around, man. This little heater, ripper, whatever you want to call it, sit you well, man. The first one I had sat me on my ass for 20 minutes in a chair at a bar. Literally could not stand up. I think they're stronger out here too. I don't know, I could be wrong. This has been embarrassing. In the last 60 days, at 43 years old, I've picked up smoking. So this is gonna be my last one. I really just bought these for display purposes, but you know, watch what you're doing. Your habits can pick up that you never thought you would even have. Oh yeah, now my head's spinning. Oh, this can't be good for you. All right, so just hit the store, got some bananas, and that goes on to number 3 good habit that I picked up out here in Vietnam, and that is managing money better. I do not make that much money out here, so if I am not careful about what I'm spending and what I'm spending it on, money goes quick. Small things, you know, like a Kit Kat bar costs $1, where I can sit down and get a full-on restaurant meal for $2. So just understanding the value of the dollar, how far it goes out here, and how little I have, I've been able to budget a lot better. Seem that bad, so I try to go to sleep. It's coffee. The culture in Vietnam is really big on coffee, and it's been amazing. I have really picked up a love for coffee since I've been out here, but you can definitely overdo it. And what that leads to is me not getting to sleep when I need to be asleep. I gotta be there, or I've gotta be asleep 8 or 9 p.m. so I can be up working at 3 to 4 a.m. till 11 a.m. Working American hours, pretty small little digital nomad job that I'm very thankful to have. Makes this life possible. I'd still be insanely homeless and struggling out in the U.S. But out here, you make a few $100s a week, you're doing okay. So for coffee, that's really throwing a wrench into my sleeping habits. It's lovely. I'm a big fan of it out here. I love the culture. And what I've noticed is it could be 2, 3 in the morning. You'll find out people. Start pretty real fast. But the overindulgence in coffee will fuck up your sleep pattern. It's unexpensive, so to speak, you know. It's $1 to $2 per cup. It's better than Starbucks, you know, charging $5, $6 or whatever. But if you're not careful, it will mess up your wallet and your sleep patterns. I always compare everything in terms of cost, as I can get a full meal out here for $2. So when I run coffee, and it costs $2 or so, I could have just eaten a day. So coffee, easiest and most mellow bad habit I picked up out here. Let's move on.
Bánh bao đặc biệt, bánh bao đây.
All right, so next up on the list of good habits is keeping it simple. So walking the boardwalk here along my Key Beach and just really taking it in. It's been one of the things I've been trying to do more, is just enjoy the topography, the scenic mountain passes, kind of all these other picturesque images you see about Southeast Asia before you come out here. So, but as well as, you know, one of the things I've got to keep it simple on is I just came out here with one bag, you know, that mostly contains my skydiving gear. So that takes up a lot of space. But the one of the ways I got to keep it simple is I've got very limited space for my belongings as I travel around. So if I buy a sweater, one sweater's got to go. I've only got so much room, and so it's really made me just think long and hard about the things I actually need in life, things that are wants versus needs. And it's fine to have wants, but keeping it simple is definitely a good habit picked up out here. You know, sometimes I'll be in my room just bored to death because it's just all me. I've only got so many things I can do during the day that don't cost money. Luckily, got the beach. Hope you guys can see the break. It's just a little after sundown out here in Da Nang, my Key Beach. But keeping it simple, just enjoying walks, feeling the noises and sounds of the city, trying to take it in. Just thinking about what's really needed in life. What do I really need? The next thing I picked up that's a positive in Vietnam is respecting the value of friendship. You know, I've only got a couple of friends I can really call and count on. Oh, 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 oh. I think already got me once. I've only got a few friends I can really count on, you know, to provide me help in the U.S. I'm sure there's more out there, but
you know, two that I could actually feel like I can lean on and that they'll help me out when needed. And it has been a huge blessing to be employed by one of them. So that's been awesome. He's always pushing me to get my ass on the phone and work and not, you know, not go out and blow it at the bar or whatever. When you're in need in a foreign country, you see who steps up for you. That really, at least for me, makes me respect my friendships a whole lot more.
All right, guys, bad habit number 4 that I've picked up out here is the reliance on cheap dopamine fixes. I've noticed that I am just constantly having podcasts going, YouTube videos going, just a lot of the cheap dopamine fixes like booze, cigarettes, things of that nature have been calling my name. And I think a lot of that is because I don't have access to the normal things that I do in America. I usually read a lot of books. I'm usually trying to read about a book a week or so when I was back in the States. It's very difficult to find American or English books out here. And a lot of people have said, oh, get a Kindle, get a Kindle. I'm trying to stay away from electronic devices for some time. It's funny, I actually, my SIM card ran out and I've been hesitant to restart it because it allows me, if I'm going out to a restaurant or something like that, to just leave my phone and try to take in, you know, conversations and get me out of my comfort zone a little bit. A lot of the hobbies that I have, I just don't have access to. You know, skydiving. They have it in Thailand, not in Vietnam. So the last 60 days have been jump free, and so I've actually, I think, fallen out of currency now. Which, you know, you've got to jump at least once every 60 days. If you're a skydiver, stay what they call current, means you keep your license valid. So next skydive is going to be a lot more expensive because I got to pay for an instructor with me. Downhill mountain biking, dirt jumping, road cycling. The only really habit I've been able to keep is the gym, and working out twice a day, it's plenty for me. Cheap day-to-day habits. What's gonna make me happy today? You know, a lot of times it's booze, which we've seen in the other bad habits. It's led to cigarettes in the past, which is wild to me. So be careful what you're doing out here. Stay focused on who you are, where you want to go in life, what your goals are, especially if you're retiring out here. And I've seen a lot of the audience out here is a little bit older men. Listen, I'm 43 myself. I expected that and want that. Life can get away from you real quick, and you'll be spending it at the bars, buying freelancers, if you're not careful on where things are going to go. So stay away from the cheap dopamine fixes out here in Southeast Asia.
All right, boys. Well, as we get out of here tonight, I just want to hit you with the last good habit that I've picked up out here in Vietnam, and that is really focusing on my goals and myself a lot more. It's been a good break for me after life really went into the shitter, and I was scared where things were going to go. Still am, but creating content is something I wanted to do for a long time. Since when I moved to LA, over 10, 11 years ago. So I love to share my life. I love this as an outlet. And I think I do some cool shit, So we got some more videos coming up about more of like the adventure lifestyle that I've lived in the past, which has been one of the hard things, is not having access to that around here, which comes into play with loneliness. But got some cool stuff I'm gonna be sharing with you. So let me know in the comments how you're focusing on your goals.
All right, y'all. One of the hardest things to deal with out here, and I'm gonna put that into bad habit column,
because it leads to really pretty much all the other bad habits. It leads to going out and drinking too much, which leads to cigarettes, which leads to too much coffee, which leads to just a lot of bad things. It's loneliness. It is hard being out in a foreign country all by yourself. You know? I'm a very solo guy, just in general. Very few friends. Good friends that I got. But very few friends. But the loneliness out here is rough sometimes, where it'll lead to me doing the right thing hard for 5 days, eating real well, hitting the gym twice a day. When that loneliness bug creeps in, you know, I want to have a conversation. I want to just talk to somebody. And that normally happens at a bar. It's really the only place I've found where people speak English is at a bar. And it's a good time, but bar isn't exactly where you want to be. You know, it's not the most ideal situation for where you want to be making your friends. I've tried coffee shops. It's normally just Vietnamese people. But it's hard. It's hard. I made one good friend out here. Josh, holla at your boy if you're watching this. But it's been hard. It's been hard dealing with the loneliness out here. So definitely bad habit, or at least habit I got to deal with out here now is loneliness. But got you motherfuckers. So hit the like, hit subscribe. I am been very shocked to see people actually watch these videos. Granted, I think one of them that I'm doing best on is more about Danang than myself. But I'm gonna keep putting these videos out at least once a week and see if I can maybe up it to twice a week. Some cool things I want to share with you all that I've done in my life. From downhill mountain biking to skydiving to being on a dating show out in the US. So gonna have more videos coming up and just explaining who the hell I am. But for now, it's your man in progress. Talk to y'all later.
So loneliness. It will do you the fuck in. I am fucked up. Like, I'm fucked up. Fucked up. Because I've been drinking so much tonight. Like, catches up with you. You know? If you want to be out there and actually talk to people and hear some stories and have a good time, then alcohol is just going to be part of it. Kick it off my shoes. Whether you want it to be or not, it's going to be a part of it. By the way, I have no idea where the fuck my motorbike keys are. So, cool. Now I've got to go out and try to find A, the motorbike, which I think I know it's at, and B, the motorbike keys. I'm praying that they are still in the ignition. Cool. You guys having a good time yet?